Luton Airport, where the holiday begins. But for the Plea family, it's not that simple. A delay on their flight from Scotland means they've missed check-in for their onward flight to Alicante.
No, they won't accept it.
So what are you going to do?
I can put you onto the next available flight.
Which is when?
To Alicante. 6:45 in the morning.
So what are you going to do between now and 6:45?
There's no more flights going there.
No, I was told by EasyJet that if I left 2 hours between my flights, that you will guarantee me the flight.
We can't hold the flight up for you.
So I've got to sit here all night with 2 children.
Sorry, it's not.
Is this service?
I'm sorry.
Can you ring them again and say I've got people picking me up at 12 o'clock? It's your fault that I've missed my flight. I don't expect to have to wait 12 hours.
Okay, I can get my manager or supervisor.
Yes,
to
get
come
me a
down,
manager right now. I've just arrived and now they're refusing me to get on a flight. I've got 2 young daughters. I'm being picked up in Alicante at 11 o'clock tonight, and they're telling me that I've got to sit around here until 6 o'clock in the morning. You are absolutely taking the. You tell me this. I rang up. I've made sure that I've got everything. I've done everything I can do, and you're telling me I've got to start writing in. Get real. Sort something now. I've got 2 youngsters that I need to do something with. Either get on a plane or you sort something out. That is my help. Come back at 4:25 in the morning. I don't know how far you've got to go to make sure. As I say, I checked that there would be no problems, and there were no problems. Right? I normally fly into Stansted and get my flight from there. I had to wait 5 hours. I would sooner have done that. Right? They're used to it, but I don't think it's something I will use again.
Do you have your reference number for the Bristol to Madrid flight?
In Bristol, the Polos are about to wish they were still on holiday. There's a small problem with their flight.
It's been cancelled for over 4 weeks, and they've tried to get in touch with everyone, and obviously they've tried to get in touch with you by telephone or email, and they haven't got through.
EasyJet have been trying to contact the family, but have failed.
Yeah, there is no flight.
There is no flight at all.
For the other countries. Tomorrow at Madrid, no. I know.
They haven't said anything to us.
Yeah, but
there's
Your
people.
problem,
Sorry.
not my problem.
Espera un momentito, por favor.
There's a flight from London Luton to Madrid this afternoon at 16:55. That's the next one to Madrid from out of the UK, or it will be tomorrow, the flight tomorrow.
Today, please.
Supervisor Michelle Riley has found a flight out of Luton for the family. The problem being, it's a £200 taxi ride away.
Okay, so you're not fund a taxi to get them down there. Right. Hi. We can still put you on the Luton flight this afternoon, but you would have to make your own way there because EasyJet have taken every responsibility to get in touch with you.
You haven't.
Well, they do exactly the same thing for all the other passengers, and 140 passengers have all been contacted. There's only one phone number on there, which is the travel agent.
Yeah, but it's
there
open.
Could be a mobile number or anything.
It's
so
open
on and so
from
forth.
10 to 2 o'clock, and then it opens about, I don't know, 4:30 till 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
I mean, it's time, plenty of
there
time.
is plenty of time, and they will have tried numerous times to phone that. And she even said it's a Spanish number, and they have rang it, but not got through on that.
What she didn't know is that Mr. Polo is the owner of the travel agents they've been trying to contact.
It's my travel, no one other travel. It's my travel.
It is, but they have contacted
Just
you
the
on
box.
that telephone
I am
number.
the box, the travel. In no communication, you with
But
my travel.
EasyJet
No
are telling
problem.
me they
Tomorrow
are,
no flight.
He owns the travel agency, so he knows how this works, right? And he knows that we haven't been informed.
It's your problem, not my problem.
I mean, it's your company, it's your company problem, it's not your
problem.
I mean, it's your company problem, it's not your problem, but I think it has to be solved, that's all.
Head office, I've said they've tried gone down every proper route to try to contact you, but been unable to contact you, been able to get
Tell
through
me,
to you.
what days, what time,
That's
how
something
many
you'll have
times?
to take
One
sorry,
copy,
customer
one copy.
services.
I want to
One
see
copy,
it.
no copy.
I want to see it. That's
I
all.
haven't got that. I can't give you that information.
I want
I'm
to
not
see it.
privy to that information.
I'm sorry.
That's
but
something
I
you'll have
want
to do
see it.
through customer
How many
services.
times have you tried? When? What time? And that's it. But I think it's their responsibility to take us from here to where we want to go. And that's all. I don't know how they manage, but they have to do it.
Back in Bristol, Michelle's having one last try at getting EasyJet to agree to pay for the Polo's taxi to Luton.
Going to higher authority and, you know, explain these passengers' plight a bit further and just see if we can supply transport to get them to Luton. They're saying why, if they've been contacted, you know, the family would have got in touch with them. So I'm saying on the booking it says that you have tried to contact them, but the lady wants to know when and how many times. They've contacted you 3 times on August the 13th at 9:13 and the day after, so it was at 9:15 in the morning that they've contacted you. And if no one's in there...
I think you've got his mail as well.
Yeah.
The company has got his mail.
Yeah.
And we have been able to look in the email, so...
Yes. OK then, that's lovely. Thank you very much. OK, thank you. Bye-bye.
Yes.
After quite a bit of begging and totally explaining your plight, we've got you on the Luton flight tonight, and I will now take you outside and get you a taxi.
Thanks.
Michelle's done it.
As a goodwill gesture, understanding these passengers' circumstances, we would have given them a flight anyway. The flight was never the problem. It's the transport to get them to the airport because they want to get back into Madrid today. So that's what we're doing now. Getting them a taxi to Luton from Bristol. With a bit of luck, they'll be home tonight, just in time for tapas. Thank you very much. Thanks. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Christmas at Luton and EasyJet's busiest time of year.
The flight was late. We waited 1 hour late. It's cheap, yes, but come on.
Won't be a second, sorry about this.
Johnny Bastien and Philippa Delaurie are over from Geneva on holiday, but their baby's pushchair's been broken in transit. Until Leo finds a solution, they're going nowhere.
If you want me to be realistic, I can be really realistic. You know, I can come on the other side and I'll break your computer. You'll see if you...
No, it wasn't deliberate damage. It was an accidental damage.
I'm here for 1 week and I have a pushchair that's broken. You think I'm going to carry my baby all around for one week? Or are you going to come with me and you carry my baby for me?
No, you're being unrealistic now.
I'm not being unrealistic. I'm sorry.
You are.
I'm pregnant, actually, huh?
So what I do now? I go crazy and then you
No,
call
we
security
leave
to get
him
me
here.
out?
No? We leave him here. You can carry him for us, no?
We will start processing your
But
claim.
what processing? We need a pushchair. I'm pregnant. He's a baby. He's 1 year old. He's not going to walk the whole week, no? Come on. I'm being realistic now.
Whilst you're-
I'm pregnant.
I will speak to you in 5 minutes. Once
No,
I've finished dealing
5 minutes. We're standing here.
That's what I'm
I'm
going to do.
pregnant.
Speak to you in 5 minutes.
I'm pregnant.
I will discuss this with you further in
I'm
5 minutes.
pregnant,
I'm
okay?
speaking to something. You're being
No.
very rude.
We're here for 1 week. They don't give a shit. Where I come from, personal things like that, we don't just throw away or...
I've said I will speak to you in 5 minutes.
And at Luton, Johnny and Philippa still aren't happy.
You're
No,
interrupted.
you are
I will
being
come and
rude.
talk to you in 5
Talk
minutes.
to us
We're
for
supposed to
what?
work us-
We need a
That's the matter.
pushchair. We need a pushchair. He's a child. He's
You want me to just sit down
tired.
and wait
Oh,
until
yeah,
you
sorry,
do,
I've just waited
you don't do
15.
nothing?
Is that how
He's tired. You're a grown man. You're tired also sometimes. He's a child.
We wanted to go to town this afternoon to go for a round, you know, and he's tired. He woke up very early today, and we have to walk with all that. I mean, it's going to be almost impossible.
This is the only one that we've got. I don't know if that's going to be of any use to you.
Does it go back for him to
I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. I think maybe so. It's clearly not as expensive as your one.
That's all right.
No, it's not about the price.
The parents are happy, but the real judge is baby Jaden. The verdict?
Same to you. Merry Christmas.
In Rome, an air traffic control strike has been causing chaos, and holidaymakers travelling back to Newcastle have been transferred to the only UK-bound flight.
It's due to weather and due to a strike that we're in Rome, so it's not an EasyJet technical problem or anything.
And so here they are, in Bristol, 300 miles from home.
No,
all our flights have gone.
Yeah, so
Some
you've
of
got a
ours
flight
have
to Castle in the morning?
We may have a flight tomorrow.
Yeah.
But not tonight.
So will we have to pay for that?
No.
again?
Will we get the flight to Castle free?
Tomorrow?
No, you have to buy a ticket to Newcastle. Because they've got you back to the UK. Yeah, but they can take you to they can put you on the next available flight to Newcastle.
Which was Sunday.
Yes, exactly. So they put you back to the UK, but you have to get your own
haven't
flight
used
to
ours.
Newcastle. The next flight to Newcastle is 8:25 tomorrow. There's 6 seats left at £90 and it goes up to the next price, so...
How many people's here?
Yeah, there's 6 seats left at 90 and then it goes to the next higher price. So
Which is?
And you
So
want
it's going to cost you £200 extra to get home.
You're bloody joking, aren't you? It didn't cost you that to go into the room. Jesus Christ. What would you do in our position? We are in Bristol.
Exactly. What were we supposed to do? You're in Rome. Yesterday's flight from Rome to Newcastle was cancelled. Today's flight from Rome to Newcastle was cancelled. What would you do? Tomorrow's flight from Rome to Newcastle is fully booked. What would you do? Would you fly to Bristol or would you hang on another couple of days? What would you do?
The only thing you can do is what you've done. To get to Bristol and then you need to buy a ticket from Bristol to Newcastle.
Buy a ticket.
You've got more money,
Because
man.
I've rung EasyJet and they're not... there's nothing
Look,
they can do for you.
you've had more money, you've had it, you've spent it. You've took more money.
So it's going to fly out of here with 20 empty seats, unless we cough up the cash. You would rather fly that plane up there with 20 empty seats than get us back to our destination.
We bought a return from Newcastle
To Rome.
Rome to Newcastle, and we're in bloody Bristol. And we don't want to be in Bristol. Right?
Supervisor Michelle's now dealing with the increasingly unhappy group from Newcastle.
So what would you have done?
It would have been the next one. Well, then you chose to come here.
Then
But
because
they've
people's got obligations. People can't just stop and run for an extra suit.
contract to get you
But
here.
people can't
The only
stop
way to
and-
get away from here now is to buy a seat to Newcastle.
I mean, it's like being held up by Dick Turpin. You know, pay up or bugger off. You know, it's wrong. It's totally wrong.
I've entered a contract with EasyJet to get me from Newcastle to Rome and then Rome to Newcastle, and I want you to fulfil that contract.
And I rung them and they said that all we can do is buy a ticket from Bristol to Newcastle.
Should we have paid for it?
Paid for it.
They would, I know, but they would have
Which
said
means
that they
we've
can't
also
put you on a
got to...
Newcastle flight. But, oh yeah, it would have been Sunday.
Yes, plus we've got
They would have got you there as soon as they
to
could.
get somewhere to sleep tonight. That's more expense than the holiday. This is just not on.
Where we're going to spend the night? Are we going to have to pay for a hotel? Are these going to get one in Newcastle in the morning? Are they going to force me to pay for a flight? Do I hire a car? They reckon it's been snowing up north. You know, we could hire a people carrier or something for the 8 of us. But will we get up north? We've got to go across the Pennines. It could be thick of snow. So we just don't know what we're going to do.
Back in Bristol, the Newcastle passengers will be stranded if they don't make a decision.
From 9:30 until we took off at 6:30 in Rome Airport. We've stood in
There you are.
queues.
We fly more people to Europe
Aye.
than BA,
But they
we
leave
don't
them.
get them back.
Aye, they leave them.
We don't fly them back.
It seems the cheapest option is to drive, all 320 miles.
It's costing us £130 or approximately £130 plus petrol for the 8 of us. Well, if you think about it, if we were going to go EasyJet, it was going to cost us over £100 each, wasn't it? So it was easier to do it this way. I know it's a long another 6 hours because we've been up so long, but well, what the hell.
When they all came in, I was just a bit like... it's sometimes quite scary, but it just... I can't do anything else. I can only do so much, and if EasyJet won't let me do anything more for them, then I can't do anything else.
It's nearly 9:15 now. So you're looking at 2 o'clock in the morning? If we're lucky, if the roads are okay.
Is out of EasyJet's hand. I mean, it wasn't just EasyJet's flight that's been cancelled today from Italy. Many flights have.
EasyJet later refunded the cost of the hire cars. Passenger Frederick Mananga is trying to get home to Switzerland, and passenger Bun Dao is helping him.
I have to stand here because he can't speak English. I can manage, you know.
But EasyJet's Nathan Wood has spotted a problem.
Hello. This gentleman on... Yes. Not going anywhere. Fair enough then. My manager has seen his ID card. Okay. They've spoken to immigration. They don't think this is his ID card.
There's immigration.
We have spoken to immigration, and we have agreed that they do not think that this is his ID card. Therefore, he's been refused to travel.
There's a visa, there's a British visa or Swiss visa inside the passport before you come here, UK. No, you're going home. Yeah? There's a visa. The visa.
So with new information, Nathan makes another call. And Frederick awaits the verdict.
Okay, basically, we've discussed with the manager. This, we're going to say yes.
Okay, thank you.
If he tries to travel on that, no. We've already spoken to the Swiss immigration in Basel. He has to go to the Swiss embassy when he gets there to sort this out.
Okay.
Okay, because basically we're saying no, but we are going to let him travel on this.
Okay.
Okay. You need to go straight to desk 59 over there. Okay. This gentleman here.
59, yeah?
59 straight away. He's got 5 minutes, 10 minutes to check in over there.
I missed my flight.
Frederick finally checks in for the Basel flight, but manager Mary Hosier has some last-minute concerns.
Hello, it's EasyJet here at Luton. We have a gentleman with a Congolese passport trying to go to Basel. His Swiss ID is not his Swiss ID, he's trying to use somebody else's.
While Mary waits for a decision, Frederick heads for his flight. In Luton, Mary's had a reply from the Swiss authorities.
The gentleman was checked in because we thought he'd be okay to travel on his UK visa to go to Basel. I've contacted Basel direct and they have said no, they won't accept him unless he has a Swiss visa or a proper Swiss ID. Unfortunately, his Swiss ID we're not too sure about. Immigration have checked it and they have said no, they don't think it's the same person, even though they haven't actually physically seen him. So now it's a case of we're having to get the gentleman back off the aircraft, get his bags off and bring him back through to landside to deal with him.
You must go on! That's my document.
Okay, well, calm down, we're trying to help.
You must! If you want, you can ask the police. Police can do for me. But I have paid the ticket. Ce n'est pas mon problème s'ils ont fait une erreur. Ce n'est pas mon problème. Vous êtes censé de demander là-bas, vous avez fait une erreur sur les documents tels. Est-ce que ce document est réellement prouvable ou quoi? C'est pas à moi, c'est à vous. Mais moi, je ne te comprends pas et toi, tu ne me comprends pas. Comment on va résoudre les problèmes?
The police arrive to try and defuse the situation.
There's 3 of them checked it and all 3 said the same. They're saying that this and this is not the same person.
The same person, I tell you.
With 3 immigration officers saying no, for the moment, Frederick's going nowhere. Back in Luton, Frederick Mananga's got one last hope, a 4th immigration officer who speaks his language, and she's happy for him to travel.
I mean, it's up to you whether you let him fly, it's not our decision, but...
No.
I mean, we're quite happy with what it is.
Okay.
However, with a conflict of opinions as to whether Frederick should travel, Mary consults her bosses to make the final decision.
Because the situation that 3 officers said no and the 1 has said yes, they have gone with the 3 that have said no and have said the gentleman can't travel with us.
There's only 2 seats available for tonight.
What?
We only have 2 seats left to go into Madrid this evening.
Pero bueno, this is a job. Give me my money back. I want my money back.
Violetta Ternandez and her group have missed their flight. She was still queuing when her check-in closed and needs to get home urgently to see her sick mother.
Listen, my mother is having an operation in 2 hours. I can't believe you. I cannot even go to my country.
No, please, no. You cannot Don't transfer him.
This is
Somebody else, okay. Don't go away. We're not going to transfer you.
Whatever you want to say.
Why you just like swearing at us, so I'm not going to transfer
Pero
you.
qué swearing. This is horrible, man. This is such a horrible situation.
I'm sorry, it's not our fault the flight's fully booked, is it? So the fact you're swearing at us, we're not going to transfer you. You can just
I
walk
don't
away.
mind what you want to do. I don't mind what you want to do.
Because we're not going to
Listen, no
transfer
swearing,
you.
no swearing. This is such a disrespect.
If you're going to start swearing at us, I'm not going to transfer
Swearing
you.
why? Because I say system.
Yes, you said
is
it
that
at
swearing
us.
to you? I could swear to you much more straight, you know, and I'm not doing it.
I'm just
so don't tell me I've been disrespectful because I have a mother operation with cancer in 2 hours. So don't tell me I'm disrespectful. I just want to go to my city to see my mother.
We do not get paid enough to take that sort of abuse. You know, it's just, why should we? We're doing our job. It's not our fault to say that the flights are full or they've missed their flight. It does not take you more than 2 hours to get through these queues.
The AnyDesk check-in system seems to be catching out quite a few people today. Suchitra Rampal and her family are en route to Alicante, and they've also missed their flight.
This is the last time I ever travelled by this company. I'll tell you what, I don't know why I load my standards.
So all I can do is apologise.
Suchitra manages to get a transfer, but the next flight isn't for another 12 hours.
still very angry. I think I'm going to have an argument with my husband next, you know.
Violetta's got another problem. The next flight to Madrid isn't from Luton, it's from Gatwick, 71 miles away.
And who's going to pay a transport from here to Gatwick?
You would have to provide that yourself.
What?
It's not EasyJet.
We just spent 10 quid to come here.
EasyJet will not pay for your transfer to Gatwick.
Can EasyJet give me my money back?
If you go on the internet, yes, they'll give you your money. They may get your money back. I'm not going to guarantee it at all.
They say it's a cheap flight, but me I pay £183 just to go to Madrid. And then I have to pay £25 to change my ticket. I have to pay my way back to London. I have to pay my back from London to Gatwick because my flight is going to be from Gatwick this evening. Because this is a joke. I know.
They didn't tell me I needed photographic evidence. It's not regulations without the whole of the UK. I've got to get on it to get my children. I've got ID, I've got all the rest of it. I've said I'll fax it. Please let me on the flight so I can get my kids. It's not compulsory in any other airline.
I have to put you on to the next one.
Sorry? I can't. My kids are on their own in Edinburgh. Please let me get there.
Gillian Waddell's due to pick up her 3 children from her parents in Scotland, but never having flown EasyJet before, she's arrived without any photographic ID.
It's not mandatory requirements throughout the UK. British Airways don't demand a driving licence is what's required.
Before you booked the flight, you should you signed something and that actually said...
I haven't. My secretary booked it in the office, and I'm sorry about it, but I've got to get to my kids. And if you require photographic evidence, it's not like anybody else.
To make matters worse, she's supposed to drive the children back south overnight so they can fly on holiday to Spain from Heathrow tomorrow morning, and time isn't on her side.
I've got elderly parents who are there doing a good job until I get there. They have to leave at 7, and it's because I have to drive miles out of Edinburgh to pick them up, bring them all the way back in, and then drive 11 hours back down from Edinburgh to London in order for them to get a flight.
Okay, if you want to bear with me, the manager's come down and speak to you in a minute. Do you want to wait for the site?
With her passport locked up at home, Gillian's chances of getting her children off on holiday are looking slim.
I have to get on the flight. I've got 3 children waiting on a very tight timetable so that I can pick them up, drive them back, then drive 11 hours back from Edinburgh to London.
No, the flight's boarded now.
Please,
I can't get you on there.
Is it gone? Has it shut the doors?
It's irrelevant of gone or not because you don't have the correct ID with you. That's what's preventing us getting you on board the aircraft.
But if you give me a fax number, I could get my office to fax a copy to you right now.
We can't accept a fax. That's not an official form of
But I didn't know.
information.
Nobody else does this. British Airways don't do this. Nobody else does it. What can you do to help me?
I can happily give you a free transfer to a later flight when you can get us
I
the
can't
document.
get all the way home. I'll never get back for the 6 o'clock. It'll take 5 hours to get back to London.
Somebody courier it, maybe?
No, I haven't got money to spend £90 couriering it. I want to get on a flight to get there.
We can't.
We're not made of money. Why do you think we come in an EasyJet ticket?
We've got a couple more seats on the later flights.
And I
Can we
can't-
go ahead and sell them, or did you want one of them?
But I haven't got my passport, and you won't accept me without a passport.
What you're saying is you can't fly later on today.
I can't get back
All
and
right.
forwards in
So
4.5 hours.
can we go
It takes
ahead and
8
sell?
hours. Do what you want.
With her children's holiday hanging in the balance, Gillian now has a mad dash to Heathrow to catch an alternative flight.
I'll catch the 6:25, which will get me into Edinburgh at 7:35.
Yeah, all right.
I will then drive 2 hours to where my children are. Will have been waiting for 4 hours. I will then jump in a car and drive all the way back down to London, breaking or risking our necks and all the rest of it in order to make the timetable. Thanks a lot, EasyJet.
We went to the gate.
No, you didn't. You waited because someone had something in their bag.
Early morning in Belfast, and the McGee family were on their way to watch son Philip perform in The X Factor, but they've just been offloaded from their Stansted flight.
Well, one of you were late and we got you on the
One
flight.
of us were late because we were held up in security. A small pair of scissors, didn't think, just in the kit bag. And then everything had to be taken out naturally. So out of courtesy, you would do it for your friends. They waited for me. Yeah. And that's what caused the ruckus.
Team leader Deborah McAllister has one solution, but it's a costly one.
What's going to happen now is you all have to buy a new ticket because you all waited. At least if you had been up and warned the girls at the gate that you were being searched by security.
You mean these tickets aren't transferable, so we've lost all of the money there. So this essentially is a racket. So you make all the rules, you do all the rules and regulations are completely on your side. This gentleman's son is an X Factor tonight representing Northern Ireland, and you expect him to pay for another ticket. That bodes well for Northern Ireland.
Unfortunately, we do have terms and conditions that we have to abide
Yes,
to.
you do. So to pot with Philip, to pot with his family, just pay up again. He was doing this for all the people in Northern Ireland. That's how EasyJet treats a hero. It's like a Nazi dictatorship.
Great. I'm going over to represent my son, who's in the X Factor, and he's in the last 11. And he's went this far out of 75,000, and I think this is an awful letdown to us.
$89.99 each is going to be transfer on. 5 seats available on the next flight.
And one on gets free.
Nothing
One
sharp or
research.
dangerous in your purse and your cabin baggage?
The one who researched, yes, we'll transfer her for £25. Everybody else will have to pay the full price. So you need to make your decision and stand it.
The McGees are determined to see the Pride of Ireland perform, no matter what the cost.
£319.97 in total.
You're only a packer, Roo.
Without any money?
Without any money? No money.
Well, it's not going to ruin our
No,
day
it's
because
not.
we're going to be there in time to see Philip. That's the most important thing, you know.
The McGee's day has now gone from bad to worse. Team leader Stephen Smith's in the thick of it.
Got a bit of fog in Belfast at the minute, quite a bit of fog actually, and it's just come down really suddenly. So at the moment we have 4 planes circling above the airport, and we don't have any estimate of when they're going to land or when the weather's going to clear. Nobody's going anywhere at the moment.
Having already missed one flight, they need to make the next one so they can see son Philip on the X Factor tonight.
It's not looking good at the moment. No, it's not. An unlucky day for us. It's very disappointing.
They nervously await news of the Stansted flight.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. This announcement is for passengers travelling on flight EZY 602 to Liverpool. EasyJet regret to inform passengers in this service that this flight has now been cancelled.
Flight's been cancelled right, left and centre. One of these things, we'll just have to wait and see what happens.
Blood pressure's up.
Passengers travelling on flight EZY 552 to Newcastle and EZY 485 to Edinburgh. Both these services have now been cancelled.
But will the McGee's Stansted flight survive the fog?
What are we going to do? We'll just have to go home and, you know, if hopefully that he'll be in next week. But if he doesn't, just say he doesn't. I don't want to be negative, but say he doesn't make it for next week. You know, I'll never forgive EasyJet. There's a glimmer of hope for the McGee's in Belfast.
I have heard that the weather's starting to clear slightly, so maybe that's a good sign. Hopefully.
This is a very important day for us to see Philip, and he's looking forward to seeing us, and it's going to be very disappointing if he doesn't see us today.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. This announcement is for passengers travelling on flight EZY 252 to London Stansted. The aircraft operating the service has now landed at Belfast International Airport, and we'll hope to start boarding this flight as soon as possible.
See, Luck's on our side now.
Please have your ID.
Luton Airport, a veritable hub of efficiency where check-in always shuts on time.
5 minutes I'm late.
Unfortunately, everything else has to run smoothly. We cannot keep it open.
We have hand baggage. If I don't get to Belfast, I can't take my mother to dialysis. I am stuffed.
But today, film producer Jo Gilbert and her daughter Bridie have only just missed it.
5 minutes.
It's a long time.
And your
1 minute
staff
they won't be
are laughing back there. Your staff are dreadful. Don't mind the rules, but if they laugh, that is appalling. No, you don't, do you?
No,
You don't give a do you?
At the end of the day, you don't need to speak to me. I'm being quite fair about this. I'm listening to what you're saying, and that shouldn't be happening. What I'm saying to you now is this is how we know and what our rules.
That's a load of So
Excuse
what do I
me.
do to get on the next plane?
Sorry. Excuse me. We are trying
You
to help you.
laughed at me.
No, I didn't.
You
no,
all
I didn't.
laughed
We
at
are
me.
trying to help you.
No, you're not.
Yes, we
No,
are.
you're not.
Yes, we are. You were late to check in. I understand it's not your fault, but we are trying to help you to get you on the next flight. By you swearing at us, it makes us not want to help you.
Swearing? I didn't swear at you.
Yes, you did. You swore at us over there.
You shouldn't laugh.
We weren't laughing at you. We were not laughing at you.
Oh, no, not much.
No, we were not laughing
Not
at you.
Yet another one. Ha, ha, ha.
No, we were not laughing at you.
Dreadful customer
We were not
service, and I
laughing at
will not
you.
have that because
We were
that's
not
rude and
laughing
insulting.
at you.
Yes,
No,
you
we weren't.
Don't give me that.
No, we weren't.
Don't start.
I'm not
Get
starting
me on the
with
next
you.
plane
No,
now.
we won't. Okay, and not until you calm
It's
down.
It's your decision, is it?
Yes, it is. I'm the duty supervisor, and if you
Then
keep...
you should do something about this airport. It's crap. You're going to refuse to put me on the next flight?
Right now, yes. If you come back and calm down, we can talk about
No.
transferring you.
I'll go
I'm
to
not...
another airport, and I will. I'm a film producer. I will go to the press because
That is your
it's
choice, if you'd
appalling.
like to.
It is you don't care at all. They wouldn't let me on. There's 4 of them, la 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 la, over there. When I said, "I know you're not going to let me on, are you?" and Noah went, and he was on the phone. He said, "No, you can't. Captain's not going to let you on." I knew what the score was going to be, so they sent me over here. The minute I walked away, they're laughing.
I can see where she's coming from, but we weren't laughing at her. And she, you know, we were literally very adamant about this. Look, we weren't laughing at you. Didn't really get a chance to say, look, it was a member of staff we were laughing at because she was late. Okay, it probably did look bad, and in the hindsight, it may not have been the best thing for her to have seen at the time. But it was not directed at her at all.
I'm going to go and see if I can get something at Ryanair. Then I will have to come back here and grovel.
With a sick mother needing dialysis in Belfast, it's imperative Joe makes it back. Back in Luton, film producer Joe hasn't found any other way of getting to Belfast.
We're stuck. We have to go through EasyJet.
She's managed to make arrangements for her mother's dialysis. The question is, will she be able to hold her temper long enough for Nathan to transfer them?
130.
Who's next? Hello. Okay, get you onto the 5 to 6 flight. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, it's going to be a £35 charge per person to transfer you onto that flight, so we can do that straight away.
Do you want to get on that flight to North? You got your passport there?
Yeah, 16.
Okay. Check-in is at
16
5 to 4, 5:25. This is the £6 just been charged there. Okay, that's all done. Have a good flight.
I don't think he would have charged that if I hadn't have kicked up a fuss. I am so angry. I can't tell you, I'm almost speechless.
If they miss their flight and it's not due to the airline, that is a standard transfer fee.
I think it's utterly disgusting.
She didn't exactly apologise, but she was quite calm and collected sort of thing and accepted the fact. And she didn't make a fuss about the fact she had to pay the transfer fee.
I knew that if I didn't keep my mouth shut, this little boy, who was younger than my son, in his discretion, might not let me on that plane.
Having sufficiently kept her calm, Joe and daughter Bridie set off, 4 hours late. The Malaga check-in has closed, and company director Uwe Lentz has missed it.
Is it just you travelling?
Pardon?
Is it just you?
No, he already has checked on.
Hello, any chance of an MC on the Malaga? Okay, thank you very much. Bye. Okay, and they won't be able to get you onto that flight. The aircraft's here, and they've done the load sheet. So all we can do is transfer you onto tomorrow's, and it'll be £25 for the transfer.
No, I have to go there today.
7:30 in the morning it will be.
But it can't be that late for the flight.
It's once the aircraft's here, they won't accept anybody else onto that flight, and the aircraft is here. They have started boarding the aircraft.
They haven't started boarding, he's still here.
Well, then if he doesn't go through now, he will actually get offloaded from the aircraft.
Absolutely ridiculous, really.
Okay, if you want to go on tomorrow morning's one, it will cost you £25 to transfer onto that one.
It's getting worse with EasyJet, I tell you. I fly a lot with EasyJet.
Do you wish to transfer onto that one?
Yes. And I'm running 4 companies in this part of the world. It won't be my big loss. It will be EasyJets, I can assure you. It's not the end of it. I spend a lot of money with you guys.
Mr. Lentz is by no means finished. He's got plans that could turn it into a very expensive day for EasyJet. For Mr. Lentz, though, missing his flight is no laughing matter.
I was here a minute late.
Yeah, but you have to understand, we shut our check-ins dead on time. We don't wait for a minute, we shut them dead on time.
So
when you're a minute late...
With 4 companies flying up to 100 times a year, this disputed minute could cost EasyJet thousands.
This is about, I don't know, the 50th time I fly
It takes
EasyJet.
about 20 minutes to get to the gate.
Yes.
So I'm not at all
Yes, you
sure.
try to lay the rule down, which is totally
Can you not raise
useless.
your voice at me, please? I'm trying to explain to you. We explained in our terms and conditions quite clearly that we close our flights dead on half an hour before the flight's due to go.
I was by a minute, and
That
you
doesn't
gave
matter.
no
You were
exception.
still- I did all I could.
I couldn't make the aeroplane, you just said. I couldn't make it.
but I did all I could to get you onto
No, you
airplane.
couldn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I rang up the people who made the decision whether you could get on that aircraft or not. They said no. They have to have, they have set
My
slots.
other colleagues waited for me. They got on the aircraft
Yeah, but
as well.
there's no guarantee. They've still got to get to the gate, and if they don't make it to the gate,
They make
will
it to the gate,
they
all
will
right.
get
Listen,
offloaded.
they make it to the gate,
but
all
if
right.
they don't, they will get offloaded that aircraft.
But I
you
can
would have to
assure
take
you,
up with EasyJet, yes.
I will take it up with EasyJet, and they will lose quite a bit of money. I can assure you.
That's fair enough. You
That's
write
for
into
sure.
EasyJet, and they'll be able to help you.
I just can't believe it.
That's fine.
I wouldn't mind if I would be 10 minutes or 20 minutes late, and I could not make the aeroplane. I wouldn't have mind at all. But being 1 minute late, I think is unbelievable that an airline is so stubborn not to admit it.
Right, we've got 7 people in our party, and that's 3 separate bookings, a 3, a 3 and a 1, and nobody has been notified of a change.
Lisa Hill and party have arrived at the airport to catch the Palmer flight. Since booking, their flight time's been changed and apparently all passengers notified.
If you'd have sent it, I'd have had it, and we've had 3 separate bookings.
It's been sent out.
Yeah, but we've had 3 separate bookings, and the 3 people that have had the bookings, nobody has had an email. That's 3 people, that's the point, not one person. One person might make a mistake.
I can't believe it. Changed it once, changed it back.
Not 3 people.
Unbelievable.
As we said, EasyJet they did send out.
Yeah, but where are the emails? I mean, if they were sending them out to people that booked, then at least someone should have a copy of that email.
Leader of the pack, Fiona Hayes, is not impressed.
And this was booked in April, and we're not going to arrive because the flight they've given us doesn't exist in winter. And we haven't received an email to say that it's changed. So you have to excuse us if we're just a little bit angry about that.
We don't have another flight now, so there's nothing else I can do at this point.
It's horrendous.
It's disgusting.
I'm going to start getting very cross now, okay? Nobody has had an email.
But we've
no
spoken
one.
to the
One
EasyJet
mistake,
head office
one
and
person
they've
making a
said
mistake, 3 people, no.
Right, but it's
no
up to the head
emails.
office of EasyJet, whether they supply hotels, anything like that.
Well,
We've
you
spoken
best
to
get on
them.
to them.
Someone down here, I suggest.
And ask them where they came from, who they sent them to, and what they expect us to do for the next 24 hours.
Don't they know how many people can get on one of their planes?
Yeah, but the flight's not
I don't.
booked. There isn't a flight.
There isn't a flight.
There isn't a
exists.
flight.
7 angry women are stranded in Luton.
I want to go to Palmer as I booked in April.
I think a good idea would be for EasyJet to supply us with a hotel for this evening.
You got the flight to
Does
Mexico
that sound reasonable?
So how many of you are there? 7.
Can you sort out the hotel for tonight as well?
Still waiting to find out.
If not, we'll go down to your house.
It's 3 rooms going to be all right.
Girls!
There's a sofa in one of them.
A sofa? Are you deliberately trying to wind us up? 4 rooms would be great. So we miss that flight and we end up on a sofa.
Oh, I'm trying. We negotiate.
Negotiate. Have a nice chat.
Cheers, mate. Okay, it's your hotel sorted.
Which hotel is it?
Holiday Inn, it's just down the road. Okay, everyone's been transferred to Palma at 11:15 tomorrow.
Right, okay.
I'll give you my contact number if there's any problems.
Is this your mobile number?
Yeah.
So I can text you anytime.
Anytime.
Not happy? No. Not happy.
Just feels a bit as if we're being done, basically. We've got one day, one whole day at the weekend.
Time going there.
Yeah, it will be, because we'll get there and it's time to come back.
Absolute waste of time.
With the mood at its lowest, there's only one thing for it. The bar. Hopefully things will run more smoothly tomorrow.
We're back here at the airport.
Round 2.
Good morning.
Don't smile at me, Leo. Take that smile away.
What's up?
We got to the hotel
Yeah.
last night. There was no confirmation of a room booking of 4 rooms. But when we got there, the lady said that she couldn't release the rooms because you hadn't sent her a fax. We were here from 5 yesterday till 11:30 before we could get into a room. And that's your fault, Leo.
So you had a horrible night then?
It was a horrible night, Leo. You should be thoroughly ashamed of yourself. You do realise that there is going to be one hell of a strong letter of complaint going here, don't you? And unfortunately, I'm going to have to put your name on it as well.
Yeah, you need to do what you feel you need to do.
Okay.
You have a lovely time for the next couple of days.
We'll try. Thank you. See you later.